I'm John Bishop and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool have just slumped to a 1-0 defeat in Fabio Aurelio's testimonial. Yeah, fantastic night out for all of us who bothered our asses to turn up at Anfield tonight, and obviously for those who around the world who woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever to watch it on a dodgy stream. Good one, thanks for joining us. Facebook comments, Chris, do you want to start?
Daniel Delaney, a performance to strike fear into the heart of Chelsea.
Ryan Herbert couldn't give a shit.
Kenny Dalglish, turd burglars. Today we found out that our NAF players are NAF. I'm there turd burglars in ages.
Oh, NAF. I would have, but the last person I used the word naff was my mum, and even that was 10 years ago. Like, you mean that we're bringing it back? We're not bringing it back. Sakib Hussein says, at least we didn't draw.
That's true. We've had enough draws at Anfield.
Yeah.
Why would we want to lose when we could draw?
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't know whether this is actually a comment on tonight's game, or Adam is coming out of the closet, but Adam Whitcomb sucks.
Sucks. Just sucks.
I don't know if he sucks
Adam
or
Whitcomb sucks, or Adam Whitcomb just
sucks.
Okay, let us know, mate. And to round up for me, Ryan Beaumont says, fucking wank, 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 and wank.
Spot on analysis.
Spot on, brilliant, in depth. Yeah, you could be well taken over from Gary Neville in the near future with in-depth analysis like that. Yes, it was just. I'm not even angry. I was a bit sort of like pissed off that again I got the call at 5 o'clock. Chris had the season tickets. I got the call at 5 o'clock. My dad can't be bothered going. Do you want the tickets?
You should have known then, because your dad always gets it right.
He knows. Yeah, I should have fucking stayed at home. In fact, my uncle didn't even bother, so I had 2 seats, which was nice. I was comfy at least. It was the most comfortable I've been in a game that I haven't had to stand up at any point during, apart from half time. No, it was a non-entity of a game, wasn't it? The team selection said that from the start.
Yeah, what was it, 9 changes or something from the weekend? I mean,
it was a resi game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we said in the show, didn't we, that we wanted players to go out there and fight for a cup place, but that side didn't look like any of them would be starting. Maybe Skrtel's almost nailed on, I think.
Definitely. Skrtel will play. I think it's almost certain. I think worryingly that Gallagher didn't figure, because I don't really want him to play against Chelsea, but that's another matter altogether. No, I think Skrtel's nailed on, and I think the only man who covered himself in glory close to, for me, outfield, was Andy Carroll.
Yeah, agreed.
I know you saying there's a few comments there that say that Andy Carroll thought Andy Carroll was shit. It's a weird thing, it's subjective, isn't it? You see what game you want to see sometimes, but Andy Carroll worked hard, he got stuck in. There was a point, and in the second half we were fucking abysmal. In fact, you know what, I was thinking of ways to sum up this game for most of the second half, because that was all that was going on, and I wanted to say, oh, it's shit, or it's wanker. It doesn't deserve a swear word. The word was wretched. It was a wretched performance from Liverpool. It was just that second half. The first half we were okay. We got our teeth into it toward the end of the first half, and I was thinking, well, we could do maybe another man up top, but we did it. I said this to you. We put another man up top and ended up with less men in the attacking third. It was fucking ridiculous.
It was balmy, but we were just set up all wrong to play that defence, weren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, they played with a massively high line, and we had no pace.
Well, Andy Carroll looked quite fast.
Which is worrying. Worrying at best.
Right.
I mean, they play with a high line, and they were just begging for balls over the top, and we were knocking balls over the top, admittedly shit ones.
Yeah.
But there was just no chance our strikers or midfielders were going to get down.
Yeah.
Maxi's not quick, Cout's not quick.
I thought first half, trying to look for positives. Coates dominated Pogbreniak in the air. I think
well pronounced.
Yeah.
I would have gone with Pavel,
our Pav. He completely dominated him, and I noticed the second half they put him more on Skrtel. But Coates again, he looked good in those instances, but it's just a couple of passes where you're just thinking, stop it, just play it simple. I understand that it's nice that you've got those ideas to play long crossfield 30-yard passes. Fucking pack it in, because when they don't come off, go back to basics. And he got a few boos. And to be honest, Shelvey again, I don't. People think he had a horrific game. I don't think he had that bad a game.
He had some really bad moments.
Yeah,
I think generally his game was alright.
But it's when people fucking he's not good enough. And you wonder why he's a kid, he's 19 years old, you know what I mean? Or what, if he's 20, if he's a day, you know what I mean? He's a kid, and people were turning on him there, and it's like, oh my god, have a fucking word with yourselves. It's not that important.
But the same can be said about Raheem Sterling. He comes on to a fucking half a standing ovation. Like,
at least it was only half a standing ovation this time.
Yeah,
like.
but it's like, how much pressure do you want to put on a kid? Like,
yeah.
He's not the fucking Messiah. He's not going to be the answer. He's not
boy.
Bellamy, for Christ's sakes.
I think he brought that back. Where has that chant gone? For another day.
Where's he gone?
For he rested. Hopefully he'll play, guaranteed. Anyway, Raheem said, "What? I mean, you made a point to me about not only did we think Sterling was the answer, but the players on the pitch seemed to think it as well."
They did. They were looking for him all the time. Look, don't get me wrong. His game is a badger. Like, he wants to get down that fucking wing, but
he's not fucking Messi. You know what he is? You know what he reminds me of? Doesn't remind me of Messi. He reminds me of Alan Lennon. And to be honest, that would be fine.
A better cross by looks.
Oh yeah, well definitely. I think he did put in a couple of really nice balls for Andy Carroll. Like, but no, he looks at that. He's quick, and he's got a couple of little ticks.
He's got confidence as well.
He's got confidence. But this is what I mean. I think people expecting him to be the fucking next Messi. No, I'd be happy if he was the next Aaron Lennon, to be honest, because it'd be nice to have a player who just causes problems with the pace.
You're 20 million in your back pocket.
Precisely. Like, I mean, we've been clutching for straws. I mean, go on. Who was your man of the match?
Donny. You think he did everything that he could have done?
Yeah. And to be honest, I was going to give it to Andy Carroll, but you said Donny, and let's face it, without Alexander Donny, we'd have probably gotten beat 3-0 in that game. Made a couple of very good saves, timely interceptions.
One of the funniest things that I enjoyed during the game was the fellas behind me were arguing about how many bad passes Henderson made, and they nearly come to blows over it. Like, it was like, no, it's 4. Oh, no, it was Spearman, sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's 4. It's 5. It's 4. No, it's fucking 5. I'm like...
No, well, yeah, Sue. I mean, he didn't have a great game either. To be honest, physically, our midfield was dominated today.
Which is worrying because Danny Murphy was in there.
But Dembele come in and he caused
Danny Murphy had a quiet game. He got a great reception though, didn't he?
I have to say, my actual highlight of the game, just to round us up, really, John Arne Rees at a full time give a shirt to a young Liverpool fan in the crowd, which I thought that was brilliant. Right at the end, after everyone was piling out, and I was burying my head in my hands thinking, can't be fucked to come back. I've got to go back and film. But no, that actually did brighten me day a little bit. Good to see him get a good reception. And just as well, the reception for Alex Kachaniklic, who about 4 people give him an ovation when he finished. It was like, what's everyone clapping for? And said, I used to play for us, didn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Well done.
Did he swap him for Konchesky?
Less said the better, really. Brilliant. Good one, boy. England manager.
Get rid of a decent young player and get
England manager Roy Hodgson.
Konchesky's getting a fucking call up, mate.
On that bombshell, we shall leave you for today. Thanks very much for watching our FA Cup final special. Fuck Fulham. Fuck the Premier League. The FA Cup is where it's at least until Saturday. Our FA Cup final special will be out Wednesday evening. Please do get on that. It's going to be in several parts. All kinds of stuff going on. Feature length. The full feature length is going to be nearly an hour and a half. That'll be for the subscribers, but we're going to be putting loads of bits of it out on YouTube for you to check out if you're tight. There's going to be an FA Cup final quiz. There's loads of sketches. Darren Farley's doing his Dirk Cout's FA Cup corner. We find out how Fernando Torres and Martin Captain Madface Skrtel have prepared for this game. Very interesting, definitely worth checking out. Mary's best bets and a whole host of other wonderful stat attacks as well from you. Oh yes, if that doesn't sell it, I don't know what will. Anyway, do be sure to check it out, and we'll see you there. If not, we'll see you there, hopefully with big fuck off beaming smiles on air.
Hopefully see a few on Wembley Way as well.
Yeah, once again, come and say hello. If you see us down at Wembley, do come and say hello, and if, I mean, unless you think it's shit, in which case, give us a wide berth. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you at the weekend. Ta-ra.